Well, this morning I threw the Echo 8010 in the trailer. I haven't used that since I did the tube upgrade on it. And I threw in the Little Wonder walk behind blower, and I haven't used that thing in about 2 years, I think. Year and a half? 2 years. I don't know. Yesterday I had Billy bring it up front and I sucked all the gas out of it with the Mighty Vac and put fresh fuel in it. Second pulse started right up, but the string is kind of shady on it, so I don't know how many more pulls we'll get out of it before that pull rope is going to break. So either way, we just need it for a little bit today, and we're going to see how the day goes. Now I got to go see if Billy finally got his butt out of bed. Okay, this one is across the street from the one that we did yesterday. I told you guys in yesterday's video that we had picked up another one. The neighbor came out and asked if we could do his leaves, and it was just a stick cleanup in the front and back, but then it was all these leaves along this fence, which really didn't look like that much. Here you're seeing me do the walk of shame, and I was pretty annoyed at this point. I told you guys, I think in yesterday's video, that I took the extension tube off of the Echo 8010, and I thought that, you know, being able to just blow these leaves down this fence line, they were thick, they were wet, they were heavy, and there was a lot more there than I'd originally thought. But I thought, what better thing to have than the Echo 8010? Well, pulling that extension tube off of that 8010 pretty much made that blower useless. It just wouldn't do anything. I couldn't get close to the ground. I really thought that it would still do really well, but it didn't at all. So good thing I had the 700, so I had to go swap that out, and it got to the point where we just had to start taking this in sections. Billy with the 600, me with the 700. We were still moving them all right, but it was just it was giving us problems. They were wet. They'd been packed down there since last fall, so the snow and the rain, everything over the winter. So we just had it was hell trying to get them up off the ground, and then, like I said, they just kept building up. It's a pretty long fence line, and it really didn't look like much there at all, but the more we got into it and started moving them, the harder they were to move. So we eventually got them all blown down the fence line here, and then what I did was took the Little Wonder, because you really couldn't get the Little Wonder in here. I tried that at 1.2 because the way the fence is, you really couldn't get it in there to move these piles. If it was a different style Little Wonder where I could blow it straight out the front, it probably would have worked a little bit better, but it just wasn't working at all. Here, once again, that Ferris would have really come in handy on this one. I'd have moved these no problem, but I didn't have it anymore, so you got to do what you got to do. But no big deal. This is the only job we had to do for today. And so I put the Little Wonder set up right there because we had to get them down that fence line, then around the corner here, and then into the woods, which you'll see in a minute. But we get such a mass amount of them built up here. And like I said, heavy, wet stuff piled up here. You're going to see Billy start pushing them with the walker. So it just made it a lot easier. There's a big hole in the fence over here, and he just wanted them pushed just to the other side of the fence, didn't really care. Once I got him in there, Billy was able to push him pretty far up in there once he got through the fence, and then I go in there afterwards with the 700 and just push him up in there even further. But he was very happy. So as of right now, he's going to mow his own lawn still, which I'm fine with because he had a ton of dog crap across his backyard, and he doesn't seem like the type that really picks it up very often. So if that's the case, I really don't want this property for mowing anyway. You guys know how I feel about that. I know some of you guys just go ahead and mow over it anyway. I absolutely refuse to. And luckily for me, I have enough work that comes in all the time that I don't need to take properties like that. So it's really no big deal for me to just pass along on those. But just like yesterday, Billy hops on the Walker B and just pushes them all right through the fence there and pushed them up to where we need them to be. So it definitely helped. There's no sense in fighting it and sitting there trying to push nonstop with the blowers when you can just hop on the mower and push them right through. People have asked me and had some comments yesterday about why don't I get a leaf plow like Roscoe has? We use his in the fall. And I'll tell you why. If you watch in yesterday's video with Billy pushing leaves and then in today's, we get a pile of leaves in front of that 56-inch deck and we start pushing them, and they just stay clumped up and they stay in front of that deck. They don't fall off the side, nothing. I have never once seen Ryan use his leaf plow, or have I used Ryan's leaf plow and not had leaves fall off the sides. Now it's curved forward on both sides. You would think it would hold it in front of the plow, and it doesn't. Leaves fall off and it leaves 2 rows right down both sides, and you got to blow it back in the center. And you just don't have that when you push it with the walker deck. I've done it with both my walkers. I've never had that issue. We just drop the deck down and push them, and everything stays right in front of the deck. It does a phenomenal job. So I'm already going to have one of these mowers, you know, with me when I do cleanups anyway. So why spend hundreds of dollars on a plow when I can just use the mower and do the same thing and save myself the expense? So anyway, this is where they are. Like I said, he just wanted them through the fence. The camera's on the fence to give you an idea of where it's at, how far in, and you can see the pile back off there about center of the camera right now, that how far Billy was able to push it in. Then I just moved it the rest of the way with the blower. Okay, pizza today. We gotta stop eating this pizza. I'm gonna get fat just eating this pizza. Usually in the summer, we bring a lunch every day. As you guys know, if you've been following me all last year, because Billy always eats the entire lunch before I get any. But noon. What do you have today, Billy?
Chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon.
Sesame chicken.
Well, it's a chicken bacon cheddar ranch. It's amazing. They had it last year too, and the sesame chicken.
I get sesame chicken every
This year, yeah.
This year.
I got a chicken bacon cheddar ranch, and then this one is cheese, pepperoni, and mushrooms.
That's the meal for 2020. You said this year, 2020. There's your meal. That's all you get for 2020.
It's all. If you know what, if you have your way, that will be all I get, because every time we bring a lunch, you eat the whole thing by 10 o'clock, and I don't get anything.
No.
And last year, I was chewing on my gloves. That's why there's holes in them, because you wouldn't let me eat anything.
Listen, my walker gloves are good. Yours, on the other hand, have a hole in them.
We're gonna have to get you some Toro gloves.
No.
I had a few people.
Toro gloves.
I had a few people comment yesterday
I like walker.
about my little comment. I'm trying not to shake you guys around too much here. Let's see if I can hold you like that. I had a few people comment yesterday about my comment I made to Billy about I'm gonna sell all the walkers and we're gonna have a whole fleet of Toros. And a bunch of people were like, you know, they were laughing. They were like, oh my God, you'll lose a subscriber. And I was like, you'll live. But you know, you guys know how much I love my walkers, but seriously, it's not out of the question. We might end up with a bunch of Toros. It's nothing I'm going to make a decision on anytime soon, but one of my goals this year is to stop bagging as much as I do, because it takes up, I don't know, I'm tired of bagging so much. And a long-term goal, and some of you already know this, a long-term goal for me is to switch to a lawn care truck, like an Isuzu front end, flat nose front end with a flatbed on the back and a drop down gate, or a box Isuzu truck with, you know, it's kind of like an enclosed trailer, but it's all one truck, and just completely get away from using trailers. That's my long-term goal. It's been my goal for about 3-4 years. I just haven't been able to make it happen because I bag too much grass. So I don't know if I can make that happen to where I don't have to bag so much grass, then that'll definitely be a route I go.
I like your,
so we will see what happens. What's that?
I like your style.
Oh, I'm just kind of holding this mount. It's like a longer one, so I can kind of hold it there so it doesn't shake around.
Really far out from you if you want to. And it doesn't have the wide angle lens or something.
Well, I have it set to the wide angle lens.
Yeah,
I always leave it on
now
that.
If you hold your arm out and you have that, you got an ultra.
I bet you when we watch this back, you'll see both of us with just the way it is right now.
I know you will.
All right, we're gonna eat lunch, and the parts finally came in for my aerator today, I believe. They were already delivered. I'll find out when I get home, and if they came in, I can finally get that thing fixed so that I can go and get these aerating and overseeding jobs done that I need to get done. But in case this is it, there might be more after this, but in case this is it, thank you guys for the support and for watching as always.
Wait.
And
make sure you hit that Scribby Bobby button.
Oh man, is that gonna be a thing all year?
Yep, at the end of every
Scribby Bobby button?
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button.
No, you have to say it. You have to say it.
Hit the subscribby.
Scribby.
Hit the subscribby
Bobby
button.
button. Scribibby Bobby button.
Hit the Scribibby Bobby button.
There you go. Let's go.
Oh, my man. All right, we're out. See you in the next one.